Even on a windy day with a little drizzle, cars still gather at Saltwater State Park.
Oh, it's nice to be out in the sunshine and fresh air and being able to walk in the park.
Like many public lands in Washington, it reopened this week after a long coronavirus closure. But officials are worried that crowds may return with nice weather on the way.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. We were at Dash Point Park yesterday, and it was pretty crowded there.
So what's open and what isn't? Many state parks are for day use, with the exception of Ocean Beaches and the Columbia River Gorge, and others that remain closed. The same goes for DNR-managed land. Many are open, but some aren't, and there are restroom closures. The Forest Service says it aims to lift select closures at many Washington National Forest trailheads and developed recreation sites by late May, and closures continue at Washington's national parks.
Folks are really excited to get back out after being cooped up for quite a while.
Leah Doby with the DNR says people still need to be careful, though, while enjoying these spaces.
What's going to happen if people don't keep their distance?
We're going to be monitoring sites, and if we see overcrowding and people not following, especially that physical distancing guideline, it's possible we might have to enact localized closures.
State parks echoed that.
Oh man, that's going to be terrible. Yeah, people just need to respect it.
A worrying prospect for some that this might close again so soon after they got back outside.
Yeah, I think some people just don't get it. So it's unfortunate.
Michael Crow, King 5 News.
Well, it's one of the most sought after camping permits anywhere in Washington, the Enchantments. Those are the areas that are very coveted because of their fragile ecosystems. Don't let a lot of people up there. But if you got a permit this year, you might be out of luck. To get one of those permits, you have to enter a lottery. And last year, only 2% of those who entered actually got one. The Forest Service just announced if you got a permit valid between May 15th and the 31st, unfortunately, you will not be camping. Instead, you will get a refund. And unfortunately, there is no way to roll that permit over to next year. As for the rest of the summer, permits will be reassessed, we're told, every 2 weeks, so more people could still lose out on that enchantment experience. Well,